show some titties, throw them once in the air, make it like a lady. I got a girl's lady. I suck them titties every single night. You know I
Paralyzed as fuck.
All these girls hate me. That shit slap my face like, baby, that's your I'm the best. You the rest. Fuck the rest. You don't even know the rest. Hey, it is life to the max, and all we do is speak straight facts. Alright, everybody. So welcome to another episode of Life to the Max. Of course, I'm the Quad Father, and I got a special guest. My good friend Chuck came all the way from Ohio to come and see me and do this podcast. That's a lie. He did it for bowling. Isn't that true? You did it for bowling instead.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, I was in your neck of the woods, kinda, so we figured we'd make the trip.
Yeah. So I was like your backup chick.
Kinda.
I was your side chick?
Yeah, you were.
Okay.
Because I do like money a little bit more than I like you, Max. Just a little bit. And I'm trying to win some money in this tournament, so we'll see what happens.
All right, we'll get all into that right after the intro, okay? Paralyzed from the neck down, breathing through a machine, but that doesn't stop me from following my dreams and doing what I love to do. I don't got an excuse, and neither should you. Let's get into this. I'm like happy you came, Chuck. I really am. When I saw you, I was having such a fucking bad day. Like I was like wishing horrible things on people. And then you just rolled in, and it's like it all just flushed away. It was crazy.
You were just wishing horrible things on specific people?
On one specific person, but she will remain anonymous.
Okay.
That's messed up, man.
I wasn't living life to the max, I'll tell you that.
He's not living life to the max because he didn't introduce the other guest he has on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, you didn't introduce me,
My
man.
bad.
That's messed up, bro.
And
I thought we
we
were
got
cool
Chuck.
like that.
We got Chuck's brother, Brandon.
You got the other Chuck. Chuck and Chuck.
Chuck and Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck and young Chuck.
Yeah, Brandon's the little bro.
I'm the
Yes.
youngest.
You know, you kind of look like George Kittle. I'm not gonna lie.
No, don't even compare
Oh,
me to
you
that.
kind of got a little bit of a Kittle, because Kittle's got the beard and stuff going now too.
Yeah,
so
but my hair looks better than Kittle's, and my beard looks better than Kittle's.
Ooh,
Damn.
shots at Kittle.
Sorry, Kittle. Hey,
fired.
Kittle, if you hear this eventually, I'm sorry. I still love you, bro. You're still one of the better tight ends in the league.
He's gonna hear it for sure. So, Chuck, let's talk about some crazy stories that have happened in this house, all right? For everybody who doesn't know, Chuck was on our, probably 15th episode when we didn't have video. So we had to get him back on. We had to, and now everything's good. He had his bowling, and he used me as a side chick, but it's cool. He's here.
Yeah, I mean, I got to get back to bowling after I get you used up,
Oh, I hear you. You fucked me raw. Okay. But yeah, I was having a terrible day, bro. A fucking terrible day. And I was just wishing harm on people, and I was fucking saying demonic shit. It was bad.
But you remember when I called you a couple weeks ago? Maybe 3 weeks ago. I was like, hey, I'll be coming up in a few weeks. And I remember you saying, hey, come on Thursday. It's my mom's birthday.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, I can't do that, man. I can't make it. And then we surprised the fuck out of you yesterday.
Man, yeah. And it was the perfect day to do it because I was literally going to fire Eric probably.
Dang. You can't even put a camera on you right now.
It's not on the show. I'm at it. So let's talk about some crazy stories that have happened in this house. So you moved in around 2018, right? And your brother came, Josh, and that's when shit got crazy.
I don't even know the dates. I smoked too much weed.
I know.
So, yeah, some years ago, yeah.
So let's talk about the one time when a random girl just comes up to you and says, Hey, Max.
I thought we talked about that on the first one.
Yeah, we can. And we can talk about it on this one.
Oh, okay. No, that was like the very first awkward but cool introduction at the same time that I got to meet one of Max's house guests that I did not know was coming to meet me first. Yeah, me and my brother Josh were
I remember this story.
downstairs just watching a movie, and it was dark, and the light from the TV was probably like the only light that was on.
Right.
And at first, it kind of creeped me out because I just felt somebody's hands on my shoulder to start massaging me. I'm like, what the fuck? And then she just, hey, baby, did you miss me? And I'm like, who the fuck? And then she comes around. I'm like thinking in my head, I don't know who the fuck you are. But you can continue doing whatever you're doing. I'm not even going to say nothing right now. I just played along with it like, yeah, I did miss you. And then I just remembered, I think it was one of your nurses
Yeah.
popped down the stairs,
Yeah.
was like, hey, one of Max's guests are here. And, oh, there she is. I'm like, damn it. I was hoping to steal that one from you.
You know what was funny though?
Is that
Like,
your woman?
No, she wasn't. She was
She was a hooker.
she wasn't a hooker. I mean, she kind of was.
She kind of was.
I paid her.
He said she kind of
I paid her. Okay, so yes, she
With
kind
quarters?
of was.
Did you pay her with quarters?
Right. You want to talk about that?
We can talk about that one too.
that.
That was a good one.
Yeah, no, she wasn't. She was yeah, she was a whore that I paid, and you know what? That's okay. Yeah,
It happens.
We can have those. You know, I'm paralyzed from the neck down. You think I'm spitting game, girls? If any girls are listening, do you think I just drive up and I'm able to talk to a girl? They can't even hear me because of my event.
But that's when they lose out on not finding out on what that mouth do.
No, I know. Yo, like, yeah, fuck that, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah, but I didn't steal that one from you.
No, bro, but I'm pretty sure she said, like, hey, Max. And you were like, yeah, I can be Max.
No, I know. I was seriously playing along with it for probably a good minute and a half before one of your nurses, I forget which one it was, popped down there.
Yeah.
I was just like, I can be Max right now. If she does not notice that I am not Max, I am not saying anything. Because she didn't look bad. Like, she looked kind of cute. But then again, it was dark, so I couldn't make full judgments.
It's like a strip club, you know, when they turn the lights on, you really see them. Speaking of strip clubs, I mean, we went to strip club a few times. You know, we went to HB's Heavenly Bodies, and there's a story Brandon likes. Where,
Oh man, it was great. That's the best story. That's the best strip club story that I could ever tell anybody.
Yeah,
Literally, because I've never known somebody
Don't say it.
to give a
Don't-
roll of
don't say it.
quarters to a stripper.
Okay, but
And
why?
while she's trying to hustle dudes into a lap dance and the dudes break out laughing. That's the greatest story you could possibly tell anybody about a strip club.
Okay, so,
Literally.
So how that went was I liked this girl. You know, I fell in love with a stripper or whatever. I liked this girl. She was pretty hot, you know, and I got her number and, you know, we got to texting and then she stopped texting me back and I'm like, what the fuck? Left me on red. Then she turned red receipts off. And I'm like, oh, okay. Wait till I come back.
He had that planned. He was ready for
I was like, hey Rex. You see that girl that's talking to a bunch of guys and ignoring me? Go give her $5 worth of quarters.
No. It was $10. Don't lie.
It
You
was
gave her
$10
$10.
worth, bro.
You gave her a whole roll.
Dude, it was literally a whole roll of quarters, which is what made it funny though, because the dudes were breaking out laughing.
Oh,
She
no.
was just standing there like she see the ghost, like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like, did that really just happen?
Well, the funniest part, is she was ignoring Max because originally we were trying to get her to come over to the table.
Yeah.
But I think she had other pockets in mind, like, oh no, I got a bunch of dudes around me. I can do a lot more money with all these dudes around me. So when Rex took that over there, it's just the facial expression of the dude when he's seen
He said-
the roll of quarters. Yeah, he looked shocked and
He
then
was
just
in
started
awe.
busting out laughing. And then you seen how red her face got. I was like, oh, poor girl, but he was just dying hysterically.
She told me that was the most fucked up thing that anybody's ever done to her.
You know why? Because he got her number too.
Yeah, she gave me her number, bro. I tell you, but she texted me back probably more than she texted you back.
God damn it. You got the George Kittle look, bro.
But look, she straight said that she never had anybody give her a roll of quarters like that. She said that pissed her off so much. I was like, hey, shit happens.
Hey, bro, you swept in without telling me. Wow, that's cold.
Hey, no,
man.
she swept in without telling you. It was the other way around.
Okay.
I told you, man, it's the beard and the George Kittle, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta grow the beard out, bro.
You look at it. You look.
You gotta
like
put
him.
your hair in it. You gotta put your hair up in a ponytail in a little man bun too, brother. Girls dig that.
I mean, I have to grow
Some.
my hair out first. I don't want.
Dude, what you mean? Your hair's long enough, my dude.
I mean, yeah.
If you shave it on the sides and leave it long on the top, I'm telling you. And then grow your beard and then grow your face out.
Just gonna be drowning in pussy.
Oh,
So-
dude,
so-
dude.
so what's gonna happen?
You would be surprised at how many females like dudes with beards and the long hair look.
Yeah.
Well, the beard's just good so that
They like the beards.
when you do eat pussy,
It
the
tickles.
stench sticks around, you
And
know.
it tickles.
So if you're eating good pussy, you want to keep the flavor on there, you know, to
What
keep it
about-
lingering around.
What about the mustache?
The mustache.
Well,
But no, because
mustache.
the beard gives the full effect though. Because with the mustache, you're only getting this part, but they get all around it.
Well, the
They get the hair
mustache,
all around.
the mustache I can lick off. So if it's good pussy, I can't
But
really
the beard
lick down here, but I
stays
can
in it.
still smell it. But if it's bad pussy, of course, you know,
Yeah,
you don't want to keep that on there.
I should have said listeners' discretion advised. because
Listener
it's-
discretion advised.
Is this supposed to be
So-
like a PG-13?
No,
So
no,
if
no,
there
no,
are
no,
little
it's
kids
fine.
that listen to this, beware of your ears.
I mean, they probably know it. They teach it in first grade. Hey, do you want to be a boy? Hey, do you
They
want
be
to be a
teaching.
girl?
They be teaching about the birds and the bees in kindergarten
yeah,
now.
like-
So Max,
Yeah.
you've been injured now. What would you say?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
So, out of the 7 years, what has become your biggest fear? Being in your position.
not being able to walk. You know, obviously, that's the biggest thing. You know.
You don't think like breathing will come first before walking?
I mean, you know, I told you I'd rather breathe than move my hands because then I'm not a part of the machine.
But that's something you want to do. What's your biggest fear in your position? And then I'll tell you mine. You should get a laugh out of mine.
I mean, probably this is gonna sound so fucking beta simp shit, but dying alone, not having a girl.
no, that's
Dude,
a pretty good.
Hey, that's my fear too, buddy. So you ain't in that alone, my dude.
That's a pretty good
love,
fear.
Love, like I think
Me, just dying of old
scared-
age in general.
I'm scared if I don't like have someone I love, you know, because like I have the love that I want to give out, but
Same.
you know, different strokes for different folks. You know, a lot of girls see a chair and they look the other way, and some girls see the chair and they say, "Hey," you know what I mean? But yeah, that's probably one of my biggest fears, and septic shock, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Want to know what mine is?
yeah.
Shitting myself on an airplane.
Ooh, that's
And this is why. So with me flying, if I ever go to any sports competitions, being in a wheelchair, just to school anybody that doesn't know, if you're paralyzed below a certain point, you can't feel it. So you don't know if you got a shit. You don't know if you're about to shit.
You
You
should-
only know when you start to smell it, really.
You shit your pants a lot.
Oh, I've shit my pants so many times, I've lost count.
dude.
But
I've lost count.
But if you travel on an airplane, they take your chair from you, put you in a smaller chair,
Yeah.
wheel you on to the airplane, then put you in the seat. Now, my biggest fear is shitting myself when I'm already on it and then got to get back in my wheelchair when I land. Because reason is because then they got to transfer me back to this little dinky aisle chair while shit is just dripping from the plane all the way through the terminal till they get to my wheelchair. And then after dragging that shit all the way out, then I got to get into my chair and drive the rest of my shitty ass out of the airport. So I told myself before that ever happens, whatever that pilot happens to be, I hope he just takes the motherfucker into the ground.
Do you know what? That's a really shitty situation.
It is.
That would be a really
It
shitty situation.
Jesus.
Now, would that be living life to the max if we just went out with a bang at that point?
I mean, like, you can't do anything about it. Like, what are they gonna say? Like, dude, you shit your pants this morning.
No, it's
Bro,
just.
it would be embarrassing
Yeah.
as shit, bro.
It would be embarrassing, but you know what? If I was working that day and I had to help, and I found out that I had to help a dude that shit his pants into, like a fucking chair, I probably would hate my life. I probably would be like, fuck my life.
You can imagine how this guy feels having to help take care of me.
I mean, it's stressful, but it is what it is, because he's my brother.
Yeah, I owe this dude
It is
an
what it
arm
is.
and a leg plus some in the next life.
I never thought Brandon was gonna come around.
Max
I thought
does too,
Josh-
because I helped take care of Max for a short time also.
Yeah, you helped me with the bike.
So
For sure. Yeah, you did.
I helped
Yeah.
this man with his physical therapy for a little bit. Well,
For
arms.
everybody that doesn't know, Chuck and Brandon used to live here about 2 years ago for 2 years, and they lived downstairs, and we just had a party house, man. I mean,
We used to
we would
strippers
grill,
and
just-
hookers everywhere.
we would grill. we
It wasn't hookers
No,
everywhere.
it wasn't hookers.
Occasionally a couple strippers.
Max had strippers up there above his chimney dancing in little cubby holes.
No, I
Hard
told
lights
you.
going
I
on.
don't know.
That'd be a good spot.
But we
though.
were definitely living life to the max. I'll tell you that for sure. I mean, we literally, I took you out of the VA, like, and you like finally got freedom, and that's probably the best thing in the world.
Well, I had a little bit of good stuff going for me while I was there, but yes, the freedom definitely helped kind of recalibrate my soul in a way. But the reason I stayed at that VA so long is I was constantly chasing women, and then I don't know. Then I met you and like, dude, I gotta get the fuck out of this place. No girl's ever gonna take me serious if I'm bringing her back, and my roommate's a 70-year-old man.
You want to
about
come back to
die.
You want to come back to my place?
Yeah, like I was like, maybe if I actually want to have a girlfriend again one day, maybe I should move out of here. So yeah, the whole 4-year time span of me staying there, never had a girlfriend.
Yeah,
But-
the crib was nice.
But I played in a lot of fields, a lot. Yeah.
Go on.
No, I mean like so
Like, what's the best girl you pulled?
the best
Oh, what was that Brazilian chick? Jamaican. What was her name?
Jessica.
I
You
know
talking
you-
about
you know
the
what I'm
thick
talking about,
girl?
right?
Shout out Jessica at the VA.
Huh?
No.
No, at the VA.
No, she what?
Yeah,
What?
I know, but there's too many Jessicas. To
Well,
shout
there
out
was
that
2
he knows.
Jessicas at the VA.
I'm shouting out every Jessica. and I don't think that's a problem.
He said, "I'm shouting out every Jessica."
But there was, I'm not going to go into it. There was one that was,
She's big booty, boy.
well, I'll just tell you. The first
Big
time
booty.
she invited me to meet her at a hotel, and it was like out of a fucking porno movie, which never has happened to me. Like, I've talked very little in sex, but she was like the director of a porno the way she came in. I was literally laying in bed, like trying to surprise her, like, I'm already, come jump on me.
You know,
But
I do
she-
that too, but I'm like, fuck, do I look sick? Because I'm on a vent and shit.
Yeah.
When I have like a friend over, I didn't mean to interrupt your story, but when I have a friend over or whatever, and I'm just naked in bed, I don't know if it's creepy, or if she's like, oh, okay, he's finally naked. I don't need to help take his pants off.
If she knows you, it's probably cool. But if it's like somebody you're just meeting, probably a little creepy.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I met that Abby chick for the first time, bro, and we screwed on the first night.
But was you laying in bed naked, just waiting for her to walk in your
Yeah,
room?
I was.
No, you eventually.
I was.
But we're talking about you already met, you
All
know.
right, so back to the hotel
Not
room.
really.
This director.
Yeah, you met her standing
was
up,
the-
like walking in.
That was the first, though. That was the first time I ever met her.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, just walk straight in your room. Hey, nice
what's
to
up,
meet
girl?
you. Jump in this bed with me.
So
It's going to be a little creepy.
So this girl, the director. So you.
Oh, no, like, yeah, so I already got in bed and waiting on her to get there. She comes in. She literally puts her purse down on the ground, lets the hotel door close behind her, and then she just starts taking off her shirt and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? We ain't even going to, like, warm up, talk, or nothing. Now, keep in mind, I've already flirted with her, feeled up on her, kissed her. And then she's getting ready to take off her bra, and she said, "Oh, does baby want milk?" I swear. And then she took it off, and I said, "Baby loves milk." And she came over her head.
Oh fucking good.
Yeah, so
So you
she.
suck some milk.
Yeah. I felt like a little baby calf on her titty for a while.
He said, "Oh, me,
That's nice. That's nice.
baby like milk."
Doesn't
Baby
it?
loves.
So like, I think like one of the biggest paralyzed problems is that we can't feel our dick. Like that was just a bogus move.
Yes,
He said that was
God
a-
should have invented some other way to do this. At least let us feel the dick, you know,
Yeah,
and
you
then
know what I
keep the
mean?
rest.
Like the balls and dick. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's what we should be able to feel. Although we do have catheters, so that would hurt. You know, like so we would always have to deal with the pain with the catheters. But I thought, I mean, I think I would choose it over, you know, not feeling my dick.
Yeah. So, what are the 3 best feelings that you miss when you weren't injured?
Okay, obviously my dick. That's 100%.
Okay.
My dick is 100%. I miss it. I miss girls sucking it. I miss fucking the lick on the
Miss
tip.
tickling your
The
balls
lick on
too.
the tip. I miss ejaculating. I don't even know what it feels like anymore. I forgot. And it was so amazing. Every time I would get off work and I would go home, jack off, you know. Then I would have a girl over and I'd fuck her. And then I would go back, you know, like I miss sex, God damn it. And not the artificial sex I'm having right now. Okay, so my
He
dick.
said the artificial.
My dick is number 1. Number 2 is my breathing. I miss my breathing. That is 100% miss my breathing because it restricts me from a lot of things. Restricts me from studies. It restricts me from fucking talking loud. It restricts me from, you know, everything. It makes everything more complicated being on a ventilator. You know, I always tell people in the little things, like the little things that an example of a little thing for me is I miss breathing. I would do anything
Max,
to
that's
breathe
not
again.
little though. That's a big thing.
But they
Like-
don't.
big thing
But
for me.
people don't realize.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like they take it for granted. They don't realize. Oh, I'm breathing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't know what it's like to have a fucking vent attached to you for 7 years. You know, like so breathing and dude, honestly, like this to me, like this is a toss up. I miss like, you know, shooting around the basketball, and I miss I miss driving a car and just like going down the street and just having that freedom to drive a car, you know, roll down the windows, play some nice music, but you're the one driving the car, not like you're in the back and your friend is driving the car. Fuck that. Like I miss that. I miss that freedom. So
Well, the reason I asked you that next, because what was the first question I asked you? What's your biggest fear?
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up breathing, because in my mind, if I were in your shoes, my biggest fear is power goes out. I know you got a backup generator, but
no, just in general, yeah, like that. That's why people are like, "What? You would choose moving your arms and hands over breathing?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I would."
well, then you'd be able to help yourself in that
get
scenario.
it. I mean, yeah, but I'm still attached to a machine. I don't want to. I don't want that. See, I would choose no machine and fucking breathing, 100%, without a doubt. If Jesus was to come right now and look at me and say, "Hey, I can take away the vent, or I can give you your arms back," Yeah, I could play Call of Duty. Yeah, I could write. Yeah, I could move around. But
if you think about it,
breathing, dude.
if you did have
I
your
miss
arms, you'd be
breathing.
able to hook up your own stuff.
That's not the point. It's
I get it.
The fact is, I miss the feeling of breathing. It's not just breathing in
Right.
general. You know, I miss
It's the freedom.
I miss inhaling smoke. You know what I mean? Like I miss being able to do that, and I can't when I'm attached to a fucking ventilator. So 100 million fucking percent breathing.
Gotcha. Well, I can't answer that question then because I was going to revert back to what my 3 best feelings were that I miss, but yours are just way better than mine.
Oh, tell me. Good tell me.
Pissing, coming, and shitting.
I mean,
Those 3.
Really?
Well, coming would probably be first, then pissing, then shitting. Yeah, so like if you got a big ass bladder full of piss and you're drunk as fuck and you're like,
It's because you shit your pants a lot, so you want to know. Like,
you know what? And I would like to feel those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. You know, it's kind of lonely that I haven't felt that warmth in the back of my pants since I was like,
You know, taking a
what
shit.
was it?
It's not. Trust me. It's not as.
It's about 16 years ago.
It's not as exciting as you think it would be if you could. Trust me.
Well, not for somebody that has to help me, but
No, I just mean even if you could do it yourself, it's not that exciting. Trust me.
it'd still be great
I
to
would
feel
hate
it.
that.
Wouldn't
I'd
you
hate
agree?
that. I'd hate that feeling.
I mean, I don't want someone sticking a finger up my ass.
No,
and
no,
I feel
no.
it.
Just to be
Yeah, but
able
if you
to
got no
feel
choice,
yourself
though.
shit yourself, you would love that feeling. Even if you couldn't shit in a toilet and you just shat yourself in your seat, you would love that feeling because then you would be able to feel. Right?
I don't know.
What? No.
He said, "I don't
no,
know,
you can't
man."
say you I don't know.
Because
I don't know, man.
I've shit myself in the military on a ruck march once, and that shit sucked.
Oh,
bro. It was terrible.
But I'm saying, now that you're injured and you can't feel, you would love to have that feeling. You still can't, about it because I would love that feeling because then I could feel. And then I wouldn't have to have anybody try to finger pop my asshole to get any shit out.
Yeah.
Trust me. That's
I do it
not,
myself.
That's not a pretty sight either.
I don't think it is.
It's awkward. For me, it's awkward.
Yeah,
Especially
how
if
did-
you just get done eating.
So what was like?
Is that what makes it more awkward?
Yeah, when you just get done eating, you're like,
So like, what's like how do we do this? Like, so when you shit your pants and he needs to clean you up, like, is it quick? Like, are you helping?
Oh, he's
too?
fucking NASCAR pit stop with it.
I'm
Flips me
bruh,
over. Psh, 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 pew,
Bruh,
pew.
bruh, if
Out
I
of
wanted
there.
to, I could go and work in the NASCAR, bruh, being on the pit crew. That's how quick I am. It's
And
like bam, 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 bam.
His resume would
You think
be
I'm-
changing a quad's ass.
Dude, no, for real. You think I'm playing, dude?
It's quick.
I'm so used to it now, man. It's like boom, 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 like that, and then he's back in his chair, up and ready to go again, unless he decides to stay in bed.
But what was it like the first time?
First time I was slow at it, bro, because I was wanting
you,
to
like,
gag.
scared?
I was wanting to gag because of how bad it was. It was, bro. I'll put it like this: it's like cleaning up after a newborn baby. Sometimes,
But worse.
but worse,
but you see
depending
the
on
asshole.
what he
You're
eats.
seeing the butthole though.
That's not so bad because it's not really that bad because it's my brother. You can't look at it that way though.
Dude,
You can't. I can't make it awkward like that because
Yeah.
he's my brother.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So would it be awkward for an 80-year-old man?
Respect.
If he had to do it?
I just can't complain in general because this man right here gave me a second chance, literally. So I can't complain.
Nah.
It's a job.
No, you're right.
He was more like my life raft savior because me and my other brother couldn't work out. So if one brother doesn't work, throw him away,
Yeah, but-
throw that broken
but-
brother away and get a new one.
Yeah, but I was in a bad spot, and he gave me when he messaged me and gave me a So
Well,
I
explain,
give
explain
props
now-
to this man.
You remember?
Explain how this happened because I remember.
What do you mean
you
explain
showed-
how this? Well,
I
I
remember
lived
you showed up.
I lived in Ohio, and I was working blacktop doing for the roads in the county in the state.
Okay.
And then he messaged. Well, that's not how originally happened. He just offered me and said, "Hey, why don't you come up here and hang out for a bit or something like
I
that."
remember. Yeah.
And then it ended up just being moving in up here, and then him and Josh ended up having a falling out and everything, and it just went from there.
You know,
Traded one brother
to be honest, I didn't think he could do the job. I didn't think at the
You
time,
know what? Everybody was
at the
saying
time.
that.
Everybody, but look, I proved everybody wrong though.
Yeah, man.
And
yeah.
although me
I
and
mean,
him,
we have our issues, but it's brotherly love. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
or I punch him in the balls.
or run me over. I mean, he has his ways. That's what he did to our one brother. He
Yeah.
ran our one brother over, and dude
Oh, I
about
never
flew up
told
over
you
him.
that.
He called him
What?
crippled.
So it's not really my brother.
It's like adopted. He's another adopted one.
But
we
he
had.
never got adopted, I thought.
Oh yeah, he turned 18 before he could. So, but he still took
Anyway.
on our last name.
I had a party, and I was trying to bond with some of the kids that kind of grew up in the same household as me, even though I never met them until then.
We had like 12. There was like a
And-
house full of 12 kids. Trust me. Or
He
more.
thought he was just really funny and cool because he had some girl by him.
Yeah.
And I came back in my house. He was
Wasn't all
like,
that good looking.
That usually happens, though, guys. Like, you know.
Yeah,
they-
but trust me, bro. She wasn't all that to be showing off in front of, bro.
he was
Like,
trying
literally.
to show up. Yeah, he
But
was
she
like,
wasn't all that.
"What's up, cripple?" And I was like,
Yes.
"What the fuck did you just say to me?" He said, "I said, what's up, cripple?" I'm like, "Stand up, motherfucker, and come over here and say that again." And he did. He stood up.
I wish I would
He's
have
like,
seen this.
"What's up, cripple?" And he had his balls cupped, right? I was like, "What the fuck you cupping your balls
He
for?"
likes to flinch because he
He's
likes to
like-
flinch.
I was like, "Yeah, what the fuck you cupping your balls for?" He's like, "Because I think you're gonna punch me in the nuts." And I didn't. I turned on my chair, went full speed, and literally he flew up on me like if you was to run somebody over with the car, how they would go up on your roof. He flew up, literally, no bullshit. His body was all the way up on my head, and I stopped. He landed in my lap. He ain't ever calling me crippled again.
But that's like I said, that's still
Yeah.
messed up. Why are you gonna call somebody crippled, bro?
No,
That's the
it's-
one
He
word
didn't-
you don't call.
He wasn't expecting that, and it threw him off guard. But he's,
don't even call
he's
anybody
ultra polite around me now.
Oh, he's
Well,
more
we're-
polite now.
We're disabled veterans. We're
That's what I
disabled
say. I say
veterans.
disabled. I don't really say
Yeah.
crippled.
Yeah.
I say handicapable.
That too.
Oh, wow. I've never heard that before.
Well, there you go, Max.
still-
You learn something new every day, bud.
I'm
So,
s-
so you used to live here and then you moved back to Ohio for a girl that I told you wouldn't
Bro,
work
this-
out.
This
This
girl
off-
was psycho, dude. And you want to know why I know
No,
why she was
she
psychotic?
wasn't psycho. Here, she had
No.
Chuck wrapped around her.
Dude,
finger.
no, you don't even know the half of it.
yeah,
Look,
but he's saying here, and she
yeah,
did. She
but
did
look,
low key.
I went out one night.
She
all
told
right?
you we're moving.
I went out one night, and I shit you not, this really happened because I was shocked, bro, that this even happened. I was ready. I'll put it like this. I wanted to stab her. Literally. I wanted to stab her. I wanted to kill her for what she did. But
You
no.
didn't really want to kill her for that.
In my mind, I wanted to hurt her. For real, I wanted to hit her for it. But no, I went out with friends drinking, and Chuck and her went with our other brother. I think it was B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild
Something like
Wings.
that.
And they went out there, ate, had drinks, and then he messages me like, "Hey, I need you to come home because some so and so or she won't wake up." It was something like that. It's something to do with his water because he needed his water refilled, and she was complaining. Bruh, as soon as I walked through the door, all I heard it was like I walked into hell, bruh, literally. All the cursing and the yelling. And then I hear a donk. This woman done cracked him in the face with his water bottle. Threw it at him. Yeah.
Well, she waited till she filled it up because
Bruh.
what happened was
Man.
she was awake, and I'm like, "Hey, give me some
Crazy,
water."
bro.
Just wait till the morning. I can't wait till the morning. I gotta take medicine and shit. My mouth's dry as fuck. Get up and get some water. No, just wait till your brother gets here. I'm like, he ain't coming till the morning. So she wasn't getting up. I'm like, oh my God, if it's so fucking hard to move your legs, what else you do around here? Woo! was
Which
set a
she
set
really
of
didn't
flare.
she really didn't do much anyways.
She set a flare
She
off.
was supposed to be Brandon, right? She was supposed to
be
take care of
helping
me.
take
She
care
was
of me.
She was supposed to
take care of me.
do
she
like
didn't
the
re-
bowel and bladder type stuff.
Yeah, she was going to take that
But
check from the VA.
But I think I was supposed to be getting part of that though.
yeah,
And she kept it. She kept all of it. Yeah, and lied to us about it.
that's
But
not, that's Chuck.
she's a psycho.
That's not very lucky. That's all I gotta say.
Not very. Yeah.
I think out of all the girls that I've known that he's dated, she's probably the most psychotic one, literally.
Yeah.
She wouldn't get you water.
Yeah. She was hungover.
She wasn't even hungover.
But yeah,
You got to be hungover after you fall asleep.
but yet she wanted to get in the
And
medical
you-
field but couldn't help take
And
care of
you- And
him.
you fucking moved.
No,
you
supposedly
moved,
right now she's going to school to be a nurse
you
still.
moved-
I don't believe that.
You moved to Ohio
false.
for this girl. You moved for Ohio for this girl, and she couldn't even get up and give you some water.
But yet she wants to be a nurse and yet she couldn't help take care of him.
You
And
know,
she had the she had the easiest thing you could do.
I don't think she's gonna be very lucky.
She's not gonna make. I don't think she's gonna be she ain't gonna be a very good nurse. Literally.
And the
She won't.
reason it didn't work out is just because
She didn't do shit.
she wasn't the person I thought she was when I first met her.
And, it's funny.
But that's how relationships go. And now I found a girl that has a heart that I've never seen in anybody else. So
She's
I'm a lucky
cool
guy.
chick. I
yeah,
think this is the better one right here.
yeah. So yeah, that's crazy. That she wouldn't
Man.
even get you water.
Suck.
What else?
Captain.
What else? Like some other things with her, like because you moved.
Like I had
out
to
of my
beg her to
house.
do little things like empty my urine. I had to beg her to wake up. Like she was awake, she just didn't want to move. And then other just little things. But I'm not gonna go on air and start bashing somebody like that. We've already did enough dirt digging on her.
He said dirt digging.
Yeah. So you come here, and then you move to Ohio, and you're just like, I'm gonna find a place. You find a place, and how are you now? Like after 2 years, how is it? How do you
Honestly,
like-
when I first moved in, when she was living with me, I was like, oh my God, here we go again. Like it's gonna be a rough jump. I'm not gonna be able to handle this shit because I literally moved back to Springfield initially for her.
Ohio.
And then I did all that shit. And then now this relationship's going to shit. And so I just figured, like, fuck, here we go again. Like, I'm going through bullshit again. Like, I don't even want to be here
We
now.
pulled through though.
But, I just shrugged it off and kept rolling with the punches, man.
So fuck her. I'm not talking about her. What I'm saying is how was it moving back? Like
That's what I'm saying.
rebuilding?
Like,
rough.
initially it was rough.
Yeah, initially, but now.
Oh, it's great now. It's fucking fantastic. Now, I'd say part of that has to do with COVID and all that shit going down because before I would like to participate in wheelchair sports and different activities, not just locally, but states, all over the U.S. And that kind of got thrown away because of COVID. And then now that I'm able to do that again, now I have my mind kind of at ease. It's not built up by drama and lies. It's more peaceful and truthful,
Yeah, a lot of people.
And now that I'm a homeowner, it feels even better.
A lot of lies happen when you're in a chair. Like they look at you like just as a dollar sign or someone to explain.
Or
It's
look at
all-
you like you're stupid.
or you're
that-
stupid.
yeah.
Yeah, because you I don't know what it would look like on the other spectrum. Like I don't know what it would look like walking up to someone looking like me. Like I don't know if I would be like, holy fuck, like well, that's crazy the way he is, or I would be like scared, not scared, but like do you know what I mean? Like what if I was on the other side and I was looking at me right now, and I'm doing a podcast, I'm Like, I got another disabled person in the room, and just some guy walks in. And we have so many people walk in this room, and no one says a thing. Everyone treats us the same. That's like gold, you know? But if I was on the other side, I don't know what I would think.
I get what you're saying. I've never really put myself into that perspective, but that is a good way to look at it.
I mean, I guess if I start talking to me or whatever, if I start talking to that person, you know, maybe then I'll be like, oh yeah, you know, this is cool, you know, he's cool. And maybe, like, I want to feel the inspiration and the motivation that people tell me I give them. I want to feel that on the other side. Because I've never really thought of myself as inspiration. Every time I hear it, I fucking get really pissed off, you know. But I want to see how it feels on the other side. But obviously I can't. But that's one thing I definitely look at.
You're one of God's children, Max.
We're all God's children.
We are, but God himself will actually, you know, have certain children that he's probably looking out after a little more that are spreading good back to this planet, because the good is dying and the bad is only prevailing and getting stronger.
Dude, yesterday I was just saying a bunch of demonic shit for a person. You're telling me I'm like this fucking...
Are you sure you're not possessed, Max?
But we
not
all
like that girl
have
downstairs.
we all have bad thoughts. None of us are perfect.
Yep.
That's why Jesus died for our sins, you know, to wash them away. But even outside of that, good that comes back to this earth doesn't die unnoticed. That good stays. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah.
That energy doesn't die. It stays.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy how we fucking met, man. It's crazy.
yeah. Was in the 101st, but
I was
Never-
on the first too. And
never met each other until after
at the
we
VA.
became Crips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a certain nurse told you to go check on this new kid because he's super depressed.
This
and-
fucking guy.
This fucking guy. Yeah. And how was it? I was checking on the new kid.
The new kid was doing kind of mentally better than I was at that moment, although I've already been injured like 6 years. Yeah, I remember, hey, Chuck, you should go over. There's this 20-year-old kid that he seems really depressed and lonely, and you should go over and say a couple words to him. I'm like, yeah, there's no other 20-year-old guys in a wheelchair around here. Let's see what this dude's about. And I go over there, and this motherfucker did not look depressed at all. He didn't look sad. He did not look sad. He did not look lonely at that moment. No, he had like a room full of people with a girl laying in bed with him, feeding him.
Oh, look at
And
that.
I just seen a
Somebody so
smile
called
on his
depressed.
face. And it wasn't any girl. She was a cute girl. She was.
Was it your nurse,
And I was
Max?
like, this motherfucker
She
ain't
wasn't-
sad.
She wasn't a nurse, which was crazy.
She's a
'cause-
best friend?
No, like I messaged her on Facebook. She had a boyfriend at the time too, which is kind of crazy. So
You're talking about a random chick just came over and started feeding you laying down in a hospital bed.
No, I used to know her back then, right? We used to fuck around back then, right? And then I like messaged her on Facebook like after my girlfriend broke up with me when I was in the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is in 2016. I messaged her. She has a boyfriend, but I keep sending her flowers and chocolate and talking to her and this and that. And then finally we start dating, right? Then I go to the VA and she's closer to me because Heinz is closer than RIC, which is in the city. And then she comes over all the time. And then I started not liking her. I started getting sick of her and I started messaging other girls, and that was the dumbest mistake of my life because she was the one, man.
Is this the girl you was talking about yesterday? The one you let slip through your fingers?
Yeah, man.
No, it was crazy because she literally pulled me to the side. Max wasn't around.
So this is the same chick, right?
Yeah, and she
Same
was
chick,
like, hey, I think Max is gonna end up breaking up with me. I'm like, no way. Like looking at her like She's cute as fuck. Max ain't gonna let that shit go.
Man.
And I was like, why do you think that? Well, he's messaging other girls. And I'm like, he's just probably talking to them. It ain't no big deal. And literally it was like a day or two after telling her that. I'm like, trust me, Max ain't going to leave you. As soon as I go in the room, he's like, not even a what's up, bro. It's like, I broke up with Demi. I'm like, no way. Dude, why? I don't like her anymore.
That's foul.
And you know what? Now I wish she was by my side 100%, because she was there, man. I mean, she was doing.
She definitely tried.
She was doing nursing stuff, and she was fucking 20. You know, I was 20, but she's like doing all this stuff, like acting like my wife, and I guess I fucking fumbled the bag on that. I really did.
You better be looking this girl up again, Max, to see if she's still single.
No, I've already reached out to her many times. She hates me, but it's
Damn, she hate. Damn, you
Broke
messed
her
that
heart.
one up, bro. You shattered it
I don't know.
into a million pieces. Man.
She does not like me. Like, even if I like message her, just say, hey, what's up? Like, how are you doing? Is your health okay? Because, you know, COVID was going on. Like,
You tried to apologize
she
to
was
her?
Just, she was just fucking, like, leave me on red or, like, dodge my questions and, like, basically not text back. You know, like, I had to use this app, like that text-free app or whatever, to, like, try to text her because she blocked me.
Well, you got to use that WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Well, that should just be a learning lesson, Max.
Now, if
all
you
it
find
should
another
be.
one like that, keep her in your hands, man.
7 years ago. 7 fucking years
It's
ago.
crazy how fucking fast that shit flies, right?
Yeah.
So fucking
You
fast.
were 27.
I wouldn't think that I've been injured 12 years if it literally seems like a few days ago.
Yeah. I mean, when my 7-year mark hit on March 24th, I was like, wow, it's been 7 years. It's almost been a decade. I used to think high school was long, you know, and now, like,
Yeah, remember
years are just like,
when you're younger and those
Yeah.
days go so much slower?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're just like, man, I wish I was a senior already. Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, dude, and I mean, I wish I was graduate, or I wish I had a job. And then when
Well-
you get out, you get out in the real world, and
You're like,
the
damn, I
year-
wish I was back in school again.
Yeah,
That's how I be.
It's weird. It's like, you know, like lawyers, like they'll be like, okay, we'll set a date for your trial at September 12th, and it'll be January. Do you know what I mean? And like, it's normal to them. It's like it's normalized to them. But to me, I'm like, what? Time is going by so fucking fast, you know, like so fast, and especially when I'm having fun. And when you were here, time was going by fast. I mean, I was in a really bad space because of my throat and stuff, but now I got a squad, I got a team, you know, and I got a podcast. It's fucking amazing.
Max,
It really is.
Max,
Shit's getting
you're
good for you,
blessed.
man.
You're blessed. I mean, yeah, things can be better, but you still are blessed.
Yeah, but I remember when you were here, the only day I would have fun is on Tuesdays with Cindy.
Yeah.
He
When
said
you-
the only
when
days
you guys
I'd
were
have fun was.
when you guys were jamming up here, rocking out.
You ain't gotta tell us what happened, bro. We already know what was going on behind closed doors. As soon as that music started bumping and we heard it, yeah, we already knew. We already knew.
Yeah, we're taking Cindy's name out for sure. Yeah, no, so it's crazy. It's been 7 years, right? We watched the Cubs win the World Series on this small ass pizza, like fucking TV together, you know. We moved in together. Like, what were some fun stories at the VA we had? Remember when I got fucked up on that edible and then I was like, dude, I'm scared. I don't know what
Yeah,
to
you were
do.
tripping because I remember we were in that little room. It's like a, I don't know, little rec room.
Yeah.
And it was probably like an hour or two after you ate the edible. And there was like a baby crying on the TV in that room. And you were like, do you hear that? And you were still dating, what's her name then?
Demi.
Yeah, I think so. And she's like, what? And you're like, shh. Do you hear that? Where's that fucking baby? Like, and then I look over, I'm like, that's on the TV. And you're like, whoa. Well, I thought that shit was in the room. Like, you didn't say that part, but that's the expression that.
That was like, it's like,
Yeah, I thought,
dude, I
I
was
thought it was
scared.
funny.
I was so scared. I thought I was gonna die. Sometimes on edibles, I think I'm gonna die.
No,
that's-
I've been there too, many times.
Yeah.
Is that as bad as that time with Sebastian on the couch up here,
Oh,
bruh? Was it as
Shout
bad
out
as that?
Sebastian.
Yeah, shout out to Sebastian for that.
Yeah, you
Sebastian's
crazy, you
another
crazy fuck.
son of a gun, man.
Another guy in a wheelchair.
You
He
crazy
was a Bob-
Sweden person.
Sweden Bob Slutter came to visit with my Canadian friend that came
Dude, that
over,
was-
and dude, you said, do you want to dab? And he was like,
No, it was like
Shatter. I said shatter.
He was like, you want to try some of this shatter? And he was like, yeah, we got that back home. I know what that is, but he
thought it was meth.
He thought we was talking about meth. So as soon as we fired it up, and he took a big old hit, and he came up here on the couch. I swear, I thought we killed the guy. I thought we were killing the guy. I thought he was having a heart attack or something because he was.
too funny. You're right. He got on his wheelchair, he got out, jumped on the couch, like a little bit, like lunged himself.
And then
over.
next thing you know, he was just.
Yeah, no, he was out for a second, and then you're like, hey, Sebastian, you want any water? And then he started looking like he was like,
he was looking up at the sky like, whoa.
yeah, he was like clawing in the sky for
He
the
was
water to
like,
get closer to him.
He was like, yabba dabba doo. Like,
Yabba dabba doo.
Hey, he was
really
still
is.
cool dude though.
No,
I've never
he's-
seen a dude go down the stairs backwards in a wheelchair, bro.
that's crazy.
You
We're
got
definitely
That was skill.
we'll
right
definitely
there.
put the clip in because he literally went down the stairs. Like he was like, "Fuck the elevator, I'll go down the stairs." And he's like, "It's all right, it's okay. I'm just gonna grab my leg, Like and just went straight down the fucking. And he was drinking straight down.
I
the stairs.
must mean Sweden doesn't have very good accessible like sidewalks, and this motherfucker's adapted pretty good.
You know, that gives me an idea. You should get him and what's his name up here on your podcast, dude.
I want to so bad, but
I think that'd be pretty cool.
One's in London, Canada.
yeah,
the other
Sebastian,
one's
you need to get your ass here and get on this
Who was
fucking
what was
video.
the other guy's name?
Lee.
Lee. Superman.
He's
needs to get up here,
Canadian,
too.
right?
Canadian.
Yeah.
Canadian, eh?
Yeah,
I'm
How the
Canadian,
fuck
eh?
did you get them here anyway? One was from Canada. One
How'd
was
you
from
meet
Sweden.
them?
Canada. Oh.
How'd you meet them,
Canadian.
Okay,
Max?
so I met Lee at the hospital because he rolled in and he had he was doing spinal cord research. So like spinal cord injury research, like trying to reverse paralysis, etc. He rolled into my room and this was at RAC and he just said like, "Hey, what's up? We got to chopping it up." And like I messaged him on Instagram or Facebook for a little bit, and he said, "Yeah." I invited him to come down. He's like, "Yeah, my uncle actually played for the Blackhawks, and that's my favorite team. So we can go watch Blackhawks game." And then we just started, kicking it. And then he was doing bobsledding with the Sebastian,
how
the Swede.
Sebastian came
So
in.
Sebastian and him were both driving, and going around, and they stopped by my house after they went in Utah. Like they were driving, and they said, "Oh, let's go visit Max," kind of like what you guys did. Took a Segway, and then that's how I met Sebastian. And he's a crazy
He is.
motherfucker, dude.
For a person I've never met from Sweden, that's the first person, but that is one crazy hombre, bro.
I'll tell you.
Hombre.
Literally.
Literally.
I'll literally tell you a funny story. I was watching TV. It was like fucking 10 in the morning. He rolls into my room and he's like, "Hey, buddy, is there a lake nearby?" Now, keep in mind it's February in Chicago, and he was like,
Wanna go
"Is there-
swimming?"
Is there a lake? Is there a lake nearby that I can go swimming?" And he's paralyzed from the waist down. And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, and I told him where the lake is, and he went for a swim, came back.
Wait, how the hell? What? I'm confused.
Oh, they can still swim.
He's
and they're
paralyzed, but he's
handy-capable.
swimming.
Yeah, man.
What is it like? Is he using his legs as like a dolphin's
I
tail or
have-
something?
I have no
As
idea.
he's swimming?
I have no
Like a
idea.
mermaid or a merman?
Yeah, he's
Just
But he's
Like a dolphin.
but he's jumping into an ice cold lake and he's in a wheelchair. It's like what? But he's a cool guy.
his wheelchair turns into a boat somehow. Got
Yeah,
like a little button on it in it.
he's cool. I just shout out to Sebastian.
Yeah, shout out to you, man.
And Lee, right?
And Lee.
And Lee.
And
I follow both them on
Instagram?
Facebook
Facebook.
and Instagram.
I think I got both of them on Facebook.
Lee. Oh, I just seen not too long ago. Sebastian was doing the bobsled for the Winter Olympics last year.
Well,
Paralympics.
Sebastian gave me his gold medal, which was pretty fucking sweet. Remember?
That is cool.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
He did that.
Yeah.
I need to bring you some of my medals sometime.
You have medals?
Yeah.
Well, I
he
got
just-
some from Ohio. I'm getting ready to have some from nationals.
He
And
just
hopefully I have some sort of an award from this bowling
he
tournament.
just won 3 first place, second,
It was.
I think a
4 medals.
third.
No, it was 3 firsts and a second. 3 golds and a silver.
Yeah.
Right. So
But he won first place in something he's never did before though.
that's
Pretty
crazy.
good.
Yeah.
So like, do you think it was fate that we met?
It had to be. I don't believe in coincidence.
Yeah.
I met you for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Maybe the reason was for me to see your nice ass house.
nice ass.
Or maybe it was the reason for me to see how many women you could fit inside this house.
Oh my god.
Who'd you have to kill to take this house, bro?
Maybe he was the real Bin Laden killer.
Maybe. Man, it's great having you.
You set
know,
Johnny Depp up, didn't you?
Probably did.
You and Amber Heard,
Keep-
you dirty little somos.
Keep it coming. Keep them coming. It's
He
all,
said
it's
keep
all-
'em coming.
Blame the cripple. Blame the cripple.
He said blame the good one. Nah, I ain't gonna do all that. That'd be pretty fucked up to
No,
blame the person.
when you moved in, man, like it was great because when I saw you, I saw you. It was cool chilling with you, playing video games. We were playing Call of Duty. I was using the freaking joystick at the time, the quad stick or whatever. We were just hacking it out, having a good time.
Remember how some people get so pissed when they found out that the people that they were like, "Oh, you fucking campers," that they just got killed by
Oh,
me
dude, I
and you.
remember that.
They get so mad and didn't want to believe that they just got killed by somebody
Rex.
that has very limited hand function with really no finger mobility, and somebody with a sip and puff controller just killed you, and they get so mad and be like, "There's no way."
There's no way he's paralyzed.
Yeah,
That's
you guys are
bullshit.
just trying to say that to make me feel like I suck.
Really?
Shit, Max, there's a quad player that uses a sip
no
and
hands.
puff.
Rocky no hands.
No, he's a big San Francisco 49er fan
Oh god.
that I follow on Facebook. Dude, you should really watch him, man. He's pretty good, man. Low key.
Use the quad stick.
Yeah, no, he uses a sip and puff.
Yeah, that's the quad stick.
But yeah, dude, the thing that how good he is with that thing, bro. I'm just amazed, like how good he is at Call of Duty while using the sip and puff, and he's pretty good. He's up there with some of them top streamers, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like man.
Yeah, well, I was inspired by you, and when you come in, when you came upstairs and saw me, or when you saw me, like you probably were like get inspired too, because you're like, okay, well if he's not bitching, I shouldn't bitch. Like it's like that domino effect.
It was inspirational, but yeah, definitely very motivational because I couldn't allow myself to feel as depressed as I was before I met Max. Because, of course, Max is like, I want to breathe on my own. Well, before I met him, it was like, man, if I could just have full hand function, man, if I could feel my dick. Of course, my dick. But, and then I met you, and I'm like, why the fuck am I complaining? Why? I have no reason to complain. Because, being honest, between me and you, yeah, your position, at least as far as physical mobility, it has to suck. It does. But that's the harsh reality. But you just got to find, of course, the little things that make you feel like it's still worth living,
Like your sports you're doing right now.
Yeah, sports, even something simple like that. But yeah, it definitely. And then when I got to actually kick it with you more and party with you more, and then I was like, this motherfucker's crazy like me. That's probably why we met.
I was pretty crazy back then. It was.
Fuck yeah, motherfucker. You were trying to get me to keep ordering fucking margaritas to a hospital, a federal hospital, and was like very too relaxed on just smoking weed with people just walking around on federal grounds. And me, I was fucking paranoid, like, oh my God, there's a fucking cop coming. And then Max just like, what the fuck you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do?
You gonna put me in handcuffs? You gonna arrest me? And I'm like, oh my God, I feel like putting my bitch into high speed and flying the fuck out of here for a second. I was paranoid.
Bro, I've grown out of it though. It sucks. I wish I could go back and be that reckless. I really do. But I've grown out of it, and even if I wanted to be that reckless, I would tell in my mind like, you're spending this much money on this. Do you know what I mean? But back then, I would just throw it racks. Whatever. Girl, rack, fucking strip club, racks, fucking bottle service, racks.
It's called growth.
Yeah.
It's good to grow.
It is, yeah. And it's, like you said, time flies by. It's already been 7 years since we've known each other, and our family came together, which is one of the greatest things. Just having you as family. We had we would use that rec.
You heard
room.
it. I'm family.
We would use that rec room for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We would use it for Christmas, and all our family would come. They wouldn't stay at home. They would come to the hospital and kick it with us. And then you moved here, and man, it's just been great knowing you, and great hearing you and listening to your wisdom, because you've been in this position longer than I have.
Not your position, but yeah.
Yeah, I called you that one day, just one. You're one call away, and then I feel a lot better, So it's been great knowing you, man. Honestly,
Knowing you make it sound like I'm fucking passed away or something.
I'm excited for the future. When we're 50, we're both gonna know each other, and China's gonna take over the world. And
No, they're not.
Well, I think
AI.
Chuck will be 60 by the time you're 50, Max.
They'll be 57.
57. I'm not 7, am I?
It's a 7-year difference, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and paralysis. I thought you were talking about age. It's like I'm only 5 years.
No, because Max is younger than me.
6 years. You're 27.
27, yeah.
6 years.
Max is a year younger than me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I still can't believe that.
Wait, what?
You're younger than me. I'm 28.
Get the fuck out of here, really?
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought you guys were the same
I
age.
just turned 20. I just turned 28 in April.
Well, hey,
Last
man.
month.
Hey, man, shout out to you. That's why I bought that Ronaldo jersey for you finally, right?
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for the not technically, because I've been asking that for over a year now.
Oh, you've been asking for a gift?
No, I've been asking about this Ronaldo jersey for over a year now.
Specifically Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It is. It was just Ronaldo. But he gave it to somebody else, no names instead.
Yeah, maybe the guy behind you has it. We don't know. Who knows?
We don't know. We don't know who that guy is. He's not there.
Yeah, he's just
No name.
No, thanks for coming on. Thanks for showing up. I know it's long. I know it takes a long time, but it means.
Hey,
a lot.
we love you, bro.
It means a lot to me.
Max, I'm always going to have love for you, bro.
Sure, man.
In a way that I couldn't really give to anybody else, because they got to be able to go through a certain amount of struggle for me to have that type of love for, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're always going to have that.
And we're airborne.
Yeah, but I love you more than I love some of my other family members.
That's not that hard. I got a lot of those too.
Yeah, me too. But I love Chuck more, so sorry.
It's all
I was
right.
saying, damn,
It's
is that
all
like a subliminal message right there, right in front of me? I love some more than my other family members. Even the motherfucker sitting across
No, I
from me.
love Chuck more,
It's like
but I
God's-
love Max more
it's
than
got
some of the
someone-
other family members.
He's got someone in the crosshairs or something. If
do.
someone listens.
I do. My sister.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Well, if you're up for it this weekend, like I said, I still got rest of
more
my
days.
tournament Saturday and Sunday. If you want to pop by,
We'll see if I can do that. We'll see.
And they'll have food also, Max. Like
Yeah.
lunch.
Well,
So
lunch is probably like 12 to 2 or something.
so it just depends on it just depends on when you get up. But if you can't, we understand. No worries, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for
Now
having
that
us
everybody
on.
can see my face, I am Chuck, and he's Chuck, and he's Chuck.
And
We're all Chucks.
shout out to George Kittle. I still have the better beard and the better hair, buddy. I still love you.
My name is Chuck, and I have been living life to the max.
Ooh, okay.
My name's Brandon, and I have been living life to the max.
Okay. My name's Max, and I live life to the max.